A passenger climbed up into the overhead bin and took a nap on a flight. An angry man assaulted police officers with a block of cheese. And a woman was found living inside a supermarket store sign for a year. These are the weird stories for Monday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast in the galaxy. Let's go. An airline passenger climbed into the overhead bin and took a nap. Brilliant, if you ask me. It's a great place to take a nap. It's dark. It's quiet. There's some leg room, if you can get it. It says here, passengers will do anything to get a decent sleep on a flight. But this seems very extreme and very dangerous. Yeah, I still don't blame the person. It's hard to sleep on a plane. I was on like 10 flights in a matter of 30 days total, and you would think I could figure out how to get comfortable and go to sleep on these flights. I still can't. I even brought one of those neck pillows. Those things are a sham or a scam, whatever you prefer. A passenger on a Southwest Airlines flight in the United States has taken sleeping on Cloud 9 way too literally. This passenger is going viral for climbing into the overhead bin to take a little bit of a snooze. Well, let's find out. Maybe the passenger's name is Samson Ite. I guess if your name is Samson Ite, you kind of belong up there in the bin, don't you? This unusual incident was captured on video and shared on TikTok, where it went viral. It shows the unidentified traveler comfortably stretched out in the overhead locker, appearing as though she's settled in for a long nap. The video was captioned, "Southwest is wildin'," which perfectly captures the surreal moment as fellow passengers and crew members look on in disbelief. Yeah, I would look on in disbelief as well, not because there's someone up in the bin so much as I'm just shocked to learn that there was an empty bin on a flight. I mean, when's the last time you've seen an empty bin? I can't even remember ever seeing an empty bin on any flight that I've ever taken. Well, I guess this is the fallout of charging everyone $50 to bring on a carry-on. You're going to have some empty bin space for passengers to crawl up and lay down. I'm just wondering how the staff didn't take her down. I mean, you're not really allowed to do what you want on a flight. Although, passengers are trying to do it, but you can't really roam around like you want to. You don't have that kind of freedom just to climb up there. They didn't drag her off. I couldn't even sit down near the bathroom that time. I was totally lightheaded and dehydrated. I thought I was going to pass out while I was walking to the bathroom. And then I was like, whoa. And I sat down on the ground just for a little bit, just to get my mind back. And crew members immediately telling me I can't sit there. So I don't know how you get up there without someone stopping you. Apparently this video went wild. 6 million views, leaving everybody amused and bewildered, and the comments sections filled with confused, curious, and amused people. Someone wondered, how did she get up there? And, hey, she's just chilling out, maxing, relaxing. Very cool. Someone else joked about Southwest Airlines' unique seating policy, saying, well, Southwest does allow you to choose your own seat. Ba-da-ba-ba. Well, as bizarre as it is, this is not the first time flyers have treated the small cabins as a miniature hotel at 30,000 feet. Apparently last year, a man who partied a little too hard in Ibiza slipped in the overhead compartment on a Ryanair flight. And apparently in 2019, a Southwest Airlines flight attendant also made headlines for laying down in the bin on a plane at Nashville International Airport. The reasons behind these peculiar choices of resting places remain a mystery. That's the end of the article. I disagree with the last statement. It does not remain a mystery. It's very obvious why people would like to do that. You need legroom. It's all about legroom. It's all about stretching yourself out. You can't sleep in those chairs in economy. It's hard to sleep sitting up, man. You walk by first class and you see they get to lay down up there. That's like the lay down people. But back in the back of the plane, you can't lay down anywhere. They won't let you on the floor. Like I said, I tried. So why not in a bin above? If no one's using it, get a pillow up there and a blanket. I'm all for it, man. I would love to spend a flight up there. Shoot, I'll sleep underneath the plane in the baggage area. If you give me a sleeping bag and a pillow, I'm in. A man assaulted police officers with a block of cheese. Oh, what a monster this guy is. This story is out of Canada. Police in Newfoundland. Did I say that correctly? Newfoundland? It looks like you would pronounce it Newfoundland or Newfoundland, but I think it's Newfoundland. Please call me. They say patrol officers were assaulted by a very angry male who was wielding a block of cheese. Oh, what kind of cheese? A hard cheese? A soft cheese? A smelly cheese? Oh, imagine getting hit with a smelly hard cheese. That would be terrible. In general, though, I wouldn't mind being hit with a block of cheese, though, because cheese is so delicious. I love cheese. So according to the media, they say that Royal Newfoundland Constabulary, Constabulary? I don't know how to say that word. Royal Newfoundland Constabulary say the incident occurred when officers responded to a disturbance at a residence. This was at 9 p.m. They say they encountered an angry man who then assaulted the officers with, quote, a block of cheese. Well, a man's gonna do what a man's gonna do, right, guys? Hey! I'd like to know what cheese this was. And did he have Parmesan to carry this block of cheese? Did he have Parmesan to carry it? You can get stabbed with cheese, especially if it's sharp. Police say they arrested the man and charged him with assaulting a police officer in the breach of some sort of probation. He's been arrested before. I wondered if it was for a cheese-related incident. He was taken to a lockup facility awaiting a court appearance. It did not say if the officers were injured or what kind of cheese was used. We're never going to know. I want to know what kind of cheese was used. All right, I just Googled what is the hardest cheese in the world. Apparently, it's a cheese called Chirpy. It is considered the world's hardest cheese. It's a traditional protein-rich cheese from the eastern Himalayas that's made by coagulating milk from yaks, cows, buffaloes, or chowries. Not sure what a chowry is. The milk is partially drained to create a hard cheese with a smoky flavor that becomes chewier over time. Chirpy comes in two varieties, hard and soft. The hard variety is brown in color and contains healthy fats, proteins, and essential nutrients. Chirpy is known as the Himalayan, or you might call it Himalayan chewing gum. Wow, now we learned about the world's hardest cheese, guys. Chirpy. Give that a try. Below this, though, it says the hardest cheeses are the Italian Grana varieties and their industrial counterpart, Parmesan. So we have two answers to this question. Here's another question. Why is yak cheese so hard? Apparently yak cheese is the hardest. Oh, they go right into this yak cheese from the Himalayas. For extra hardness, the cheese is smoke-dried for 35 long days. Ooh, can humans eat the yak cheese? They say, yes, you can. Having yak cheese may not be a top priority for everyone. They do recommend eating yak cheese whenever possible for the health benefits it offers. Well, we'll never know the cheese, unfortunately. But we did learn a lot about the hardest cheeses in the world. I hope the officers are okay after getting attacked by the cheese. Is this what vegans mean when they say dairy can be harmful? A woman was found living inside a supermarket store sign on a roof for a year. This is a very peculiar story. Many of you sent this to me. I didn't think it was weird when I first got it because I've just seen homeless people living in the strangest places in my own life. Weirder places than this, too. If you ever spend time in New York City, you'll see people living in bizarre places. Same in Los Angeles. People are living in the weirdest places on little tiny islands in the middle of the LA River. You know. We have here, though, a 34-year-old woman found living in a Michigan supermarket's rooftop sign. Inside her compact living space, she lived for roughly a year, was a miniature desk, some flooring, clothing, food, a printer, a houseplant, even a coffee machine. Contractors working on the roof of a family fare supermarket in Midland discovered the woman inhabiting this sign. And apparently some contractors had seen an extension cord leading from one of the rooftop units to this particular sign where the woman had been living, and they discovered her there. The family fare sign the woman was living in isn't a normal sign, not like the ones you see on a Target or a Walmart. There's actually a 10 to 15 foot hollow peak at the top of the supermarket's roof where the sign is placed inside, and a 3 by 4 foot access door behind the sign as well. Definitely large enough for someone to get inside, according to a contractor. Once the contractors found the lady living there, they alerted the supermarket's management, who called the police. When officers went up on the roof to speak to the woman, she came right to the door and basically said, "Don't worry, I'm leaving." Well, that was very cooperative of her. I just assumed she'd start to rattle on about squatters' rights. People are like taking over living spaces, and you can't get them out. It's happening in many abandoned homes, I've noticed, where squatters are moving in, and then there's paperwork required to get them out, which just seems strange to me. But this is the world we live in. We live in a place where it's hard to afford your own house. It's hard to afford a place to live. This little apartment I'm looking at, it's spacious enough. I mean, in New York City, you could probably charge $3,000 a month for a place like this. My first apartment in New York City was smaller than this, I think. I would describe this situation as an exclusive top-floor penthouse with a 360-degree view, wraparound terrace, walking distance to a grocery store as well, which is nice. The grocery store is underneath you. You're basically living on top of the biggest pantry ever. That's your basement. Officers didn't formally charge this woman, but she was trespassed from the property. The woman, quote, fully understood, and she agreed not to go back, according to the local Midland police. They also provided the woman with some information on available services in the area to help with her housing issue. But according to the police, she didn't want any of those. Yeah, I can't say I blame her. I mean, it's tough stuff. It's homeless shelters are options, but, they can be dangerous places, especially for a single woman, I'd imagine. I'm sure there's some other supermarket signs that are available right now, some vacancies. Just get on Craigslist. I'm sure you can find one. The woman vacated the supermarket's sign the same day, but she had to leave some of her property behind, it says, because she couldn't take all of it with her. The store connected with the woman is helping her move her remaining belongings, apparently. We have a quote here from the Family Fare Supermarkets chain. We are proud of our associates for responding to the situation with the utmost compassion and professionalism. Ensuring there is ample, safe, affordable housing continues to be a widespread issue nationwide that our community needs to partner in solving. It says here, a day after the incident, Family Fare made a $10,000 donation to Midland's Open Door Crisis Shelters and Soup Kitchen. So this grocery store gets it. They want to contribute. They want to help out the problem. It says here, the public has dubbed this woman, quote, the rooftop ninja. That's a pretty cool moniker. They call her the rooftop ninja due to her living in the sign and being able to evade detection for about a year. Yeah, that's a long time to go without anybody seeing you. According to the spokesperson for the supermarket, though, they say people would see her from time to time, and then all of a sudden she would vanish. No one really knew where she went, but no one ever indicated or thought she would be up on top of the roof of all places. It says here the police do not know exactly how the woman got up on the roof so often, and she didn't exactly explain to them how she did it. Well, obviously there's some sort of a ladder or something to get up on the roof. This is something the supermarket should address. People shouldn't be allowed to just get up on your roof. That's not okay. This whole story is just a symptom of the situation in the U.S., and not just the U.S., but all around the world, it would seem. Cultures where economics have decided that basic human needs are, in fact, a luxury. And when you get a situation like that, people have no choice but to innovate. Like this brilliant woman. I hope she finds a place to live, and I hope she's okay. We won't forget you, rooftop ninja. You're an inspiration to us all. Yay! Sign, I'm living with a sign. I got coffee and a TV inside of my sign. Living life like this inside a sign. We should dedicate a song to her. I also want to give thanks and praise. This is the outro where I give thanks and praise. Someone wrote me a lovely 5-star review on Amazon. Give it up for Daisy Girl 67. She wrote, relax and enjoy the laughs. People, relax and enjoy the laughs. In today's world, we don't get many laughs with the world being so crappy these days. This man is really very funny. Give him a chance in your mornings and you will see it's funny stuff. Keep up your awesome work. You make my day much better. Peace and love and lots of laughs to all. Isn't that a sweet, lovely review by Daisy Girl 67? I appreciate you, Daisy. I don't know where you are, but you're amazing. That was really sweet. As you guys know, I get some bad reviews, and I read those too. And then I always love to have you guys follow them up with some good reviews so we can offset the bad reviews. I mean, my ranking here is I got 3.6 out of 5 stars on Amazon. How? I don't even have 4 stars. How? Anyways, thank you so much for that, Daisy. Appreciate that. You guys can help out by leaving a review. You can give me stars on Spotify. If you happen to be listening on Spotify, just click on the 5 stars. That's really helpful. They don't give you an option to write anything, so don't worry about that. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing it, is why I bring it up. Just click the stars. Takes you a second. Literally a second. Okay, so listen, if you guys want to reach out to me, my email is funnyjones@gmail.com. Phone number, if you want to call the show, leave a voicemail, 646-450-2012. My Instagram's @funnyjones. You can also slide into my DMs, introduce yourself, say hello, tell me where you live. You can send me articles as well. I always love to receive links to weird news from the week. Makes my job easier. If you would like to support the show because you just got an inheritance, well, a wonderful thing for you to do is to support Weird AF News with some of your inheritance money. You can do that by going to weirdafnews.com, the official website. You can buy me a coffee or you can join the Patreon. I suggest the Patreon. That's great. But you can buy me a coffee if you just want to do like a one-off donation. And, keep me rolling here. Keep me highly caffeinated inside a closet. Why wouldn't you want to keep me highly caffeinated inside a closet? I'm someone that can handle very tight, cramped spaces. I'm a diminutive man, as they say. I could live in a sign, a 4x5 sign on top of a Walmart or something. I could do it, as the Rooftop Ninja did. I'd probably get caught though, because I couldn't help but like play guitar or something. I'd be making some noise. It's noisy enough recording my podcast up there. I think someone would turn me in. An employee takes out the trash and they hear someone screaming, "Good luck with your life, man." They're like, what? Every day I come out here, I hear someone say, "Good luck with your life, man." Where's that coming from? Such a bizarre thing to hear behind the building. Anyways, thanks for spending some time with me. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. And good luck with your life, man.